tous. Hello everyone. Welcome here. It's a pleasure to have you here in Paris. Of course, you may know my voice from French Cast or maybe hosting here at Champs Paris, but I can guarantee you that the guests that I have today, you're going to know their voices even better. So today we're going to welcome our beautiful voice actors from the game. So 2 agents and one very specific character that appeared in the game this year. Let's bring our Phoenix on stage. Make some noise for him. Phoenix. Pour commencer, Afolabi, we're going to have Franck also, Franck Laurent, the voice of Chamber, and Mary. Mary, just have a seat next to me. Then we're going to have Afolabi and Frank at the end.
Okay, just a moment. Mary, 1, 2, 3.
Salut Paris.
Je suis la voix de Chamber.
I
Je
love
suis la
that.
voix du Phoenix.
Je suis la voix du mari.
These guys can take my job from now on, you know, like they're doing my job
répété.
basically. So yeah, we have the 3 beautiful voices of agents or characters that you know very well from our game. So Afolabi, you're doing the voice of Phoenix, the English voice of Phoenix. Then we have the powerful and touching voice of Mary Aid, Phoenix sister, who's chat with me, King Maddie. And finally, le GOAT, Franck Laurent, la voix française de Chamber, the French voice.
Thank you. Merci
of
beaucoup.
Chamber. So, first of all, how has been Paris so far? Is this your first Valorant event? Just tell me about it.
Yeah.
It's been epic, honestly, guys. Meeting these people has been sensational. I've got to meet some of the fans earlier today. So yeah, it's been a great time. Thank you, Paris, for having us.
Maddie, I wanted to ask you, is this your first Valorant event that you attend, and how has it been so far? Have you seen the arena yet?
Yes, I
What do you
have seen
think?
the arena. It's my first Valorant event. It's amazing. I love everything about it. I'm super blessed to be in Paris. Thank you, Paris. Thank you, every Valorant player. I'm so pleased to be with you today.
Et
And real quick, how do you guys like Ego?
Igo, voilà!
Yeah, do you like it?
Yeah.
See, you're the star on
I
the
knew
stage.
it.
You are.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much for being there for your first Valorant event. It's an honor to have you here. Et Franck, bon voilà, j'ai envie de te demander, toi t'es à l'aise, le Chamber, voilà, ça
Ouais,
part
on
dans tous
est à
les
la
sens,
cool,
etc.
ouais.
Qu'est-ce que ça fait de retrouver le public français aussi ici à Paris pour
Moi, c'est
commencer?
la première fois que je fais un événement comme ça. Je découvre l'e-sport, je découvre votre discipline et c'est dingue parce que je fais beaucoup de théâtre et de cinéma et j'ai jamais eu autant de retours de fans. Dès que je fais la voix de Chamber, je vois ça vibre chez vous.
Vous avez vu tout à l'heure, quand
Ça,
vous me l'avez
ouais,
fait,
ça-
j'étais
ça-
choquée,
Elle
j'ai
était
frise.
choquée quoi. Et par exemple, je dis nos invités sont là. Soyez à la hauteur. Et
Exactement.
en fait, c'est une première fois et surtout ce que je veux dire, c'est que je crois que vous êtes des vrais passionnés et je reçois plein de demandes et ça arrive aussi quand on fait du théâtre, mais là, on sent que vous êtes hyper passionnés par ce que vous faites, quoi. Et il y a des gens qui m'ont dit qu'ils avaient joué des milliers d'heures.
I think everyone is waiting for it. Of course, I'm going to have to ask to perform a little bit because we have Chamber, Phoenix, and Mary Aid. So who do you want to start first? Maybe the head of the class, Phoenix. Can you perform some of those lines that has been the most iconic over the years for you? We have them here.
You have to work now.
Okay. Guys, get ready. We have Phoenix there.
Remember, stay out of fire. Super high level tactic. Remember that, yeah?
Oh my God, the second one is gonna hit us all.
Yeah?
Oh yes. Give me that attitude, Afolabi. We're gonna love it.
Buy stuff. Ka-ching, little skrrr. Then we're done, yeah?
You can't imagine like how much emotions you're bringing us and Valorant players here when we hear this. So thank you so much,
pleasure.
first of all. Next up is, I see that we have 3 new lines there. Do you want to try one for us?
Okay.
Even the okay.
Okay.
Chamber, man. Consistently consistent.
These are not the Chambers I get in my ranked games. Not consistent, not consistently consistent either. And finally, my last question for you on this segment, what is your favorite ever voice line with Phoenix?
Do you know what? There are so many. I was saying this earlier to someone. I think it just depends
Joke's over.
Do you know what I
You're
mean?
dead.
Joke's over. You're dead.
All right.
You're dead.
Give that man a
Sorry.
round of applause.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
On passe en français. Puisque
On va parler en français.
we're
ok.
going to be speaking French because Frank is the voice actor
You
for
have to
Chamber
speak
in the
French.
French
Yes.
version, right? Est-ce que tu peux nous faire une petite démonstration
Oui, pas
de
de
tes
problème.
lignes en français,
Ouais.
celle que tu préfères? On y va.
Ok. Vous voulez jouer? Jouons. J'adore cette arme.
Ah.
Si proche. Une balle par ennemi, ça devrait faire l'affaire. Le choix d'une arme est si personnel. Dis-moi quelle arme tu prends et je te dirai qui tu es. Nos nouveaux amis ne sont pas très gentils.
Ah, now, guys, I'm vibing right now. I am,
Thank you very much.
guys, for everyone
Nice
that
one.
hasn't tried the game in French, for this guy, you're missing out. I'm just telling you, you're missing out. And having you both here, first of all, Maddie, what do you think about, like the vibes, their voices? What do you think they bring to the game? If you had to resume in like one word, the attitude that Afolabi and Frank give to their character, which vibe is it giving you?
I think they both bring energy into
Right.
yeah, they really do. I think like it's also inclusivity as well because he represents Nigerian and then also the French community is being represented.
Right.
And I'm proper Nigerian, so I'm representing as well. So this is very important representation. Yeah.
Africa.
And so now that we have both of you, Afolabi and Frank, I want you guys to try out some of your, voice lines. So let's switch agents. We're gonna have Afolabi trying some Chamber lines, and then Frank trying some Phoenix lines, both in English. Who goes
Okay.
first?
Will I switch around? Okay.
Chamber is like
go
that,
first?
you know.
You want to coach him?
You go
for it.
first.
Coach him. Coach
Okay,
him.
okay.
Okay. So, first,
Des
take a deep
conseils?
breath.
Une grande inspiration.
And now imagine you're super chill.
Okay. I got this. Okay. It's cool. It's
cool.
cool, yeah?
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
That is the most
love the bravado.
French Phoenix I've heard in my whole life. Go for the last one. Yeah, and you
Okay.
can add a little bit of attitude, like with the jacket and stuff, like
Okay.
this. You ready?
Joke's over. You're dead.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Right, deep. There was a deepness to that.
Yeah, you were coaching, giving a little feedback, but I think when it's going to come to Chamberlains, you might, I'm not saying struggle, because you're pretty
Chamber
confident.
is like
Yeah.
a lord, you know? Think about
noble.
Paris.
Think about Paris.
Yeah.
Sound annoying.
Sorry?
You need to sound annoying. Annoying.
Ah.
Like, a bit like
Like that,
this.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. Whenever you're ready.
You have good taste, my friend.
That is,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
it.
That is
Yeah.
very
That's
good.
it.
For the second one, if you want,
Aye.
I'm gonna give you an impression. So the ultimate of Chamber is like a sniper, right? So he's like aiming like that, and he says, "You want to play? Let's play."
Yeah. Whoa, yeah.
So you go. No, that was tragic. But you get it.
I like that.
Deep. You're taking everyone into this.
Yes, okay. Focus.
You want to play? Let's play.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. Bravo.
That was the most Phoenix Chamber I
Go switch
ever
on.
heard, and that was so nice. Maddie, who did better, do you think, between
no.
them two? Who embodied the
I'm
other
cool
one
now,
better?
you know.
I feel like
I'm Phoenix.
Chamber did a thing.
Oh, Frank, Chamber did it better.
Chamber
did
did
his
it better.
Right?
Cool.
So Frank is winning this. But now
Right.
I want to get to the main event. I want to get to King Maddie. So you've been doing, like voice acting of your own as Mary, right?
Yeah.
This year. We're going to have you trying to perform some of the voice lines. So my first question is, who's your favorite agent in the game? And could you give me maybe a voice line of hers?
Oh, my favorite agent, I like Killjoy.
Yes, that's
I like
my
Killjoy.
name.
I also like my brother.
Of course. Okay.
Y'all don't like Phoenix?
Chamber, and Chamber,
No
please.
Chamber.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
very
like
much.
Killjoy.
Even though we
Killjoy
know
is
it's-
sick,
Right?
bro.
Why?
Yeah, I agree.
Why do you think she's cool?
I just think
Killjoy?
she's insane. She makes cool bots. She has great style. I feel like I'm Killjoy, but not Killjoy. You know what I mean? It's like that.
I
She's
get-
so sick.
So, do you want to try giving us a voice line of Killjoy, I was thinking about the ultimates.
Oh my God, yes. So you know the thing where she's like, you should run.
You should run, yes.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, we need to have you in the game. Now I'm gonna come up to all of you like one by one. So I'm gonna go with Frank first. So how did he, like experience all that path, being Chamber, embodying Chamber, because it's the only French agent in the game. We're here in Paris. Tell us about the experience.
On a beaucoup travaillé sur la voix parce que en anglais, il dit des mots français comme mademoiselle, l'amour, et ça marchait pas en français. On était obligé de trouver quelque chose pour parler un peu comme ça, pour être dandy et classe.
Flegmatique et dandy
Yes.
et classe. So yeah,
Yes.
tu
Et
peux...
ce qui n'est pas vraiment mon cas dans la vraie vie,
C'est vrai?
parce que moi j'habite dans le 18e, tu vois, frérot, quoi.
Not really the same personality as Chamber.
Yes. Et on a beaucoup travaillé sur ça et on a fait un... C'est rare dans le jeu vidéo parce que le jeu vidéo, on travaille très rapidement. Et là, on a pris du temps et Riot a mis les moyens pour qu'on puisse vraiment trouver cet agent français la meilleure voix.
T'es content du résultat? J'imagine que c'est un peu une question rhétorique, mais quand tu t'entends toi-même, t'es quand même fier de ce que t'as fait, j'imagine.
Ah bah ouais, moi je kiffe à mort. Et puis surtout, ce que je kiffe, c'est d'avoir le retour des fans qui est dingue. Et du coup, ben, j'adore me la péter maintenant, tu vois, je parle comme ça.
Tu te la racontes un petit peu, c'est sympa aussi.
Voilà.
Et Chamber, ça fait partie des 5 agents les plus joués du jeu, en partie en compétitive. N'est-ce pas, messieurs, dames? Chamber, on a l'habitude de le voir. Oh, do we have Chamber mains
We have
in
Chamber, what's that?
the room?
Yes, Chamber Gamer.
No, these are not specifically good people, but some of them are good. Some of them are evil, So it's a very popular agent. How do you explain the success of this agent? Why do people love him so much? Is it like charisma, attitude? Tell us about it.
Bah, il y a un truc qui a été super bien fait, c'est le fait qu'il soit parisien. Il y a un cinématique qui existe où on le voit jouer aux échecs, faire du piano, manger du homard, hyper classe. Et ça, pour moi, j'ai vu ça, j'ai dit, mais c'est dingue, l'univers qu'ils ont fait dans ce jeu, c'est... D'ailleurs, je disais, mais ça serait génial de faire une série, tu vois, de ce jeu. Ça serait dingue.
Frank would love to have a series on
Yes.
Valorant, a bit like Arcane maybe, and I think
you
a
guys
lot
like a
of
series?
us
Do you want a series? Yeah.
would enjoy.
Okay.
Moving on to Afolabi again. How, like in other ways, are you similar? Like how is Afolabi and Phoenix similar? How do you get in Phoenix shoes, let's say?
Yeah, no, I think for me, Phoenix is almost like a cheekier version. As you guys know, he's very he's very charismatic and often quite playful. So I quite like, that's the sort of link that I kind of find. And in terms of getting into character, the guys at Riot are amazing where we often have either music or embody it. I sort of come from like a theatre background, so I very much sort of like get into it. We'll play some tunes, and then you're just feeling it. We've got one of our directors over here, Chris. Can we give her a shout out, please? One of the amazing directors part of the team,
Oh, cool.
an actor as well. So yeah, it's a real collaborative process. Honestly, it's just playing and seeing how much you guys are taking it and enjoying it always gives me, a bit of a buzz to get back in the shoes
Of course.
and just play. So yeah,
Right.
it's amazing.
Phoenix is also a pretty laid-back character, chill, always cracking a joke when things are getting a bit hectic and this kind of stuff. So how do you bring that vibe always across your voice?
The cinematics, I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's almost like animated series. They're so well crafted. So for me, it's watching a lot of the half-like cuts they might send over to me, and I can often, visually get an essence of what we're trying to go for. And and I think it's a mixture of drawing into different things. But in terms of the chill, I think it's finding the voice. Like often, the vocal exercises, the warm-ups, it's just getting, it's the training that kicks in.
Yeah.
Ah,
Having I just throw it away, having the directors just direct. So
Right.
I'm just doing that, the seasoning. These guys have done all the work. They're behind, you can't see them, but it's not just me here
Wow.
to make Phoenix. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think it's a collaboration. the collaborative work
Yeah.
that really makes it.
Maddie, pleasure to have you in Paris, as I was telling you. So you're embodying Mary, Mary 8, so Phoenix Sister, in the Valorant lore, and you have a song also that everyone pretty much knows here. So you are the singer of Ego, right? But you also, voiced Phoenix Sister Mary. So what parts of Mary's story kind of resonated with you, maybe helped you, embody that character even better?
I think Mary is so important because the way she speaks is properly Nigerian. I'm Nigerian. Shout out to Nigeria, any Nigerian in the house. I don't know, y'all not Nigerian, but I'm Nigerian, so it's very important for me to keep my Nigerian accent in Mary. She's very authentic, she's very real, with the help of the amazing directors that are here. One more time, everybody,
Again,
shout out to them. One more time. But yeah, so it's amazing. Mary she's very genuine. She really just wants a relationship with her brother.
You picked
It's
French?
obvious that this guy is not a great brother to Mary. He's not.
Wow.
He's not.
You guys are
but
sweet.
He's not.
It's coming.
But yeah, Mary just wants a genuine relationship with, and I think that's a very normal thing for the world today. There are some siblings that have disassociation from their older sibling,
Yeah.
and maybe they just feel like they can't connect anymore. So I felt like Mary's purpose is so valid, and I relate to her a lot because I have older siblings, and I want to be able to I
Be
want to
close
fit in
to
your world. I
them
want to know
and-
what's going on,
Yeah.
and it doesn't happen like that all the time. So I think putting her there was so important. Also, her musical input was so beautiful. Just the fact she can sing, the
Yeah.
fact that the song she's singing from her heart just represents everything that Valorant is talking about in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I relate to
Absolutely.
her a lot.
Beautiful links, beautiful bonds, a wonderful brother, but you picked Chamber over him, Alia. Is that, brother and sister beef? Or
No, I mean, we have beef. It's obvious in the game that we're
Of
not
course,
talking.
yes.
They
Yeah, yeah.
had to drag us to be in the same seat.
Oh, wow.
I like Chamber.
Du coup,
Thank you, darling.
But now he's still my brother regardless,
Yeah.
it's still family.
and we can see also the synergy, of course, because yes, you've been part of the past and the present of Valorant, but you're also going to be part of the future. So Frank Afolabi, we've been on a journey with us for the past 5 years, and Maddie, you joined us this year. Let's now take a quick look at where the team is right now.
Woo!
Come on. Pick up.
Okay, team. I decoded the signal from Toronto and cross-analyzed with the Meganite data from Corrode. Look, it's not good. Atlas modified a spike with enough infused Celionite to exponentially expand the extraction range. This isn't a snatch and grab. With this, they could transport an entire city to Omega.
Why Paris?
Qui attaque Paris, attaque en masse tout le genre humain.
Hey, it's Mary. You know what to do.
Hey sis, look.
I can't say much, but something big is coming.
Okay? And I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time, so
Look, we sent someone there to help you out.
just listen to him, okay? And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for being an idiot.
Okay? But I promise, I'm coming. And I will.
Guys, that's it for us. Tune in tomorrow for finals day to discover what is going to happen to the team. Thank you,
very
everyone.
much.
Thank you, guys. Let's have a stand. Let's give a vote to everyone. Thank you, guys, for joining us. It was an honor having you. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup.